going to say good morning, but it's good evening. Good evening. My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I am here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. Hey, Patty Loman. All of a sudden, my camera doesn't work. My snowball doesn't work. My camera doesn't work. We lost our internet today. I was on the phone with, is it XM or is it not XM? Xfinity, Comcast, Xfinity. They were Comcast, they were Xfinity. Now they're one and the same. Is that right? Well, I talked to this very nice young man. Hey, Julie Luce from Jamaica, on Mobe, as a matter of fact. And I think he's going to be on the show sometime. You know, you start talking, so where are you? Guess where I am. I said, I think you sound like you're from Jamaica. How do you know that I'm from Jamaica? Have you been to Jamaica? I'm like, oh yeah. But then my camera stopped working and the snowball stopped working. Like timed obsolescence right there. Hi, Patty. Hi, Suzanne. I was going to say, hi, Patty. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Jenna. Good evening. Hello, Bonnie. Good evening. I thought it was Alfred Hitchcock. It's Boris Karloff. I got my Roots on. I was looking, I'm like, what earrings do you wear with a Roots sweatshirt that you wore earlier? I take it off. I love this shirt so much that I went, wait, I want to wear it tonight. So I had to take it off, and because I did other stuff. And then public. No, but I'm drinking this really nice, I like this stuff. Raspberry, rasp. Does anyone say raspberry? Could be Hitchcock. I have not gone public. Patty, no, edit privacy. Public, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Well, if any of you were here today for the Armando 2-hour 11:11 with Jenna hours, my goodness, did we have a blast today. It went everywhere. I have to get a glass, excuse me. Pardon me for one moment. I think I'll use this cup. I like this cup. I like this stuff. It's 9 calories. And it's made with carbonated water, raspberry puree, raspberry juice, and lime juice. You can smell the raspberries. It's really good. So I have gone public. Thank you very much, Patty. Wow, wasn't. What's up, Jenna? Thank you, Michael. How are you? Michael Bartoloni. So it's Friday night, kids. Raps. What's raps? What are we rapping about? You mean today? The show? Oh my goodness, we talked about all kinds of stuff. Broccoli. We started watching The Lost Daughter tonight. Good night, Michael. Kind of took a long time to, like, what? What did she just say, Mom? I don't know. What did she do? Did she take that? What's going on? I don't know. Is she going back? What? So then we looked for steel magnolias. Raspberries. Then we were looking for steel magnolias. It's not on Netflix and it's not on the other one. And I think you have to pay for it. And then I thought, well, I'm going to start the show and I'm doing the laundry and I made dinner. And I thought, let's just watch Holiday. So then we started watching Holiday while I was folding clothes. Laundry day. It just turned into this major laundry day today. Right? All clean sheets. Hey, Carl Hess. Yellow. Carl, clean sheets, towels, the whole bit. Some people do it on Saturdays. I did it today. Now tomorrow, who knows? Because I didn't know it was going to snow again. Carl, did you know? Did it snow where you are again? Morocco. Do. Thank you, Carol. Did you see that? I posted on Instagram that photo. Oh my God, watch Steel Magnolias. I have seen it, but Grace has never seen it. Grace has never seen Steel Magnolias. But now it's, I don't know, it's somewhere. But we just didn't feel like renting it because we were going to have to shut it down. And what if we shut it down and it didn't come back? And I don't know. We went to Holiday because it's easy. I love Holiday. Cameron Diaz, what's not to love? She reminds me of my niece. Oh, which one? Holiday? I like that movie. I love Jack Black in the movie. He's so great. He's so great. So I met Jack once, thank you to my friend Ben and my friend Kim, who hasn't been on the show yet. Kimberly Golds, get on this show, girl. Anyway, we were at a radio conference, and I'm sure many of you have been to different kinds of conferences, but music conferences, radio conferences, they always have one, like a drop the needle type of thing, where they'll play 30 seconds of a song. And oh, I got to get someone on here, my friend Renee, to come on, because that's how we met. Anyway, sparkling squirrel over there. So we're in the audience after we met. Oh, and the Willie Nelson story. Oh my God, I got to get him on this show. Yes, we met Willie Nelson together. We met Willie and Jack at the same gig, the same conference. So anyway, Jack is on stage and they put this music on, and there were like 3 other people, and they were all talking about, they were rating songs. One guy said, oh, I like the bass line on it. Oh, this one, oh, cool. Triplet sister. Whoa. My friend Jason has triplets. Whoa. Wow. Jason's been on the show, so he'll come back. So anyway, they talk about these songs like, oh, my audience wouldn't listen to it because it's not indie rock enough, or it's not pop enough. Hi, Mama Grace. Whatever it is, they're rating the songs. And there was this one song, and it was just not very good. And the one person said what they said, and then Jack goes, well, I've listened to it with open ears, and I prefer silence. And the place just left. Did I see your new message? Which new message are we talking about? So yeah, and then we got to meet him afterwards, and we laughed, and he was really funny. And then I gave him a CD, and he probably gave it to the doorman or something. But anyway, that's my Jack Black story. Who's Chelsea? Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea. Chelsea. What's her name? Chelsea. Who's the funny comedian? Chelsea. Chelsea. Comedian, comedy. Chelsea Handler, is it? Did you see what she did today? Or maybe yesterday? Yesterday was her birthday. Right? Or today? February 25th. Today was her birthday. Is she Canadian? What's her story? I think she's Canadian, right? Help me. Anyway, she's an American Canadian. Canada, what? Anyway, she skied down a mountain today with this American flag and a Canadian flag, and then on her breasts she had an American flag and a Canadian flag, and she was just whipping down the mountain. I was like, girlfriend, without ski poles. She just kept going. And she was really good. And there was a guy probably like on a four-wheelie kind of thing following her down. She's American. Well, she loves Canada then. Maybe I need a Canada hat. She had this Canadian thing. You will see it. Go to her Instagram. I'm not on her Instagram. I just happened to see it on when I was reading about everything else that's horrifying in the world. Horrifying. So, is there not a soul coming on to Displaced and Cher tonight? Because I just displaced my and shared my. That's what my share is tonight. I don't really have anything to share. I will next week because I bought a piece of art kind of on the street. It's going to be my for my bed. It's a piece of art. It's just something I found on the street, kind of. Didn't really buy it. Kind of found it. Thought it would look good. But it's not up yet, but it'll be up tomorrow night. And the new sheets will go on. Well, clean sheets. So, Julie, you still can't see Mama Grace after all we spent today on Xfinity, Comcast. Oh my goodness, we did everything. The speed of the Wi-Fi or the modem, and we can now get our movies back, but Steel Magnolias. We'll have to go find it somewhere else. Anyway, you guys, what's up? I'm just rapping away. Raspberries. Oh, and then my camera, and then my snowball took a dive. No more. Just they both within 24 hours of each other. I just hope this laptop stay right where you are. Don't go. Is that a song? I don't know. Anyone? Displaced and Cher. Is anyone feeling it? If not, I understand. I can sit here for a little bit longer and just talk. But share the show. Share today's show. Oh, and I think Tatiana's going to come on tomorrow night. Hottie Tati. I love her so much. She's like my little. She's not. She's here, Mama Grace. Yep. She's here. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I started using my iPad, but I'm just trying to spell something and talk at the same time. It's kind of hard to talk and spell at the same time. What? Anyway, that's about it. Did she see a new friend request from me last night? Well, here's an interesting thing about Mama Grace's Facebook. Yeah, the motor sled thing. Is that what that was? What? Handler. Send it. What? Did she see a new friend? Grace has had 2 profiles on Facebook. So it depends on which one you sent it to. I don't know. I'm just really disappointed that my camera's not working. And it might start working right in the middle of the show. Yeah, the guy on the sled thing in the back. Good night, Patty. Well, we went past the 11-minute, 11-second mark. So we made it that far. I'm just in the middle of. Oh, Naomi and I talked tonight. I'm going to Seattle on March 8th. I haven't bought my ticket back yet, but I'm going on March 8th. So let's think. Ooh, I may be in the air. I might have to figure something out for that show. I'll have to look, but I think I get in like around 8:30, quarter to 9 Washington time. Wonder if I can do it from the plane. Might be able to. You know, you can get internet and Jeff will be here tomorrow. Tatiana will be here tomorrow night. Leanne Mackey Bartz will be here on Sunday morning. We're going to discuss bathrooms. Sunday night poetry, glam. Why not what? Because I'll be in the air? I don't know what you're why notting. And then Monday morning we meander, and Monday night is movie night. And I got to tell you, that daughter movie, I don't know, I'm sure something happens, but I felt bad for her and it was kind of depressing. Like Grace and I are like, what did she say? Did you get that? What? It's kind of sad. Oh, did she get hit? What happened? How did that happen? What? Yeah. Wasn't it really? I'm sure it's a really great movie. I bet it's great. I'm just waiting for the last 7 episodes of Ozark. You no longer what? People respond to my comments. Why not do the show on the plane? Because I'm not sure if I will have internet video access on the plane. And it depends on where I'm sitting. Because if I'm sitting, like if I have to be like, and then you guys, oh, and you guys. And the guy next to me is like, can you lower the, I'm trying to, that'd be kind of rude. But if I can get up, in the cockpit and talk to the pilots, we'll see. What movie? It's called The Lost Daughter. We couldn't get through it. Come on, Bonnie. Display and share. Yeah, Bon. Well, we'll do a display and share soon. Internet is not fast enough on the plane for you to Zoom. Not going to happen. I didn't think so. There's Rich with the reality check. I didn't think it would happen. But maybe, Rich, you could host the show that night. Get cash. Oh, the actress is great. I just was like, no, it's great. Just wasn't what. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, check it out now. Morocco. Wow, look at that piece of art. Hey, what's happening? I was going to say what's shaking, and I was going to say what's happening, and it came out what's happening.
That was my day today, being so tired. Everything was all messed up. Yes, so she follows me everywhere.
Oh, girl. Hi. Look, there's a painting. Ooh, there's a painting.
Yeah, Carol was saying, I'm showing you something else. We actually got her, Carol, a Christmas present, Steph and I, that we ordered in, I think it was September, and it arrived like last week, and it's from Japan, and it's to do with anime. So I said, you know what, I says I can show that for display and share to extend your night. But so it's pretty cool. And then maybe I'll do just a flash of her painting, because Carol's like, I want to show it when
If you said no, then we won't.
But she knows I might do a flash. So
is she there?
No, she's actually helping someone, our neighbor who's pretty sick. One of the girls is next door. He's in a home. He might not make it over the next couple nights. Just sad case. So the daughter's there, and Carol's just helping some things next door. So nice. And I said, yeah, for sure. 1 sec. Let me show you. This is a weird thing. I'll try not to. So what this is an anime solid cast thing. This little rope thing broke. It was attached to here, but so this thing took like 5 or 6 months. But it's this Naruto. So if you're an anime person, you're having a panic attack right now because of the scene that it depicts and this weird stuff. But it's this kind of. Oops, there we go.
Did you just break it, Rob?
No, it was loose, but
No, it was loose already. I swear.
it was like that when we started. So anyway, yeah, these are these characters that are, so I think Carol's favorite is this guy here, and it's phases of him as he goes through. So to me, it's like, I might as well talk about anything else.
Wow.
But
Is
yeah,
it
it's like
metal?
it's kind of like a resin slash clay. So
Wow.
it's really very weird and heavy as can be, without
Is it
question. So
all like is it attached or is
well,
are they
these
all
guys are loose. The base, the tree is attached, and then the
okay?
characters are placed a certain way, and it has big meaning. These giraffes are just there to,
I
I
was
don't
gonna
know.
ask if you were asking part of these.
It's Carol's miscellaneous stuff that she has like all over the place, right? But yeah, these guys here. So yeah, it's like, to me, it's odd duck stuff, but for Naruto fans, it's massive, right? To get this, and it was like
Is that water right down in the lower right corner, kind of? Well, like yeah.
little
Okay.
stones and rocks kind of things. So,
Ah,
and scrolls, and if you can read Japanese, like, there we are. Steph is taking Japanese, so every weekend she meets a Japanese tutor, a one-on-one professional Japanese teacher. So she's learning Japanese, and she's actually doing a pretty good job. So she's she's mad at me because of the fact that the only thing I keep saying, are you turning Japanese? From the
I was
vapor
gonna say
thought.
it. I really think so.
Yeah, and so after the 200 times, she's like, head down, like getting mad at me. But
Not
anyway,
20 anymore, Dad.
no, I know, oh my God. Uh, well, me 20, her 24. So, and I'll just do like this quick glance, like I
Really, are
told
you going
Carol.
to flash? Because I saw a little bit
Yeah,
of the hat when you turned around.
yeah. So there, I mean, she's been working on it quite
That's
a bit.
super far out. Whoa! Wow!
So a lot of things like, the cloths and things and stuff and backgrounds. So she didn't want me to do more than that, so I'll have to stop.
That hat looks like a photograph.
Oh yeah, I was at my dad's house today, and I guess stepmom is what she would be. She's making this thing. I mean, I have a picture of it, but obviously I can't show you on my camera. But it's this knitted thing out of yarn. This she goes to one place far away, and it's this softest yarn, like it's incredible. And she's been knitting, and she's making I don't know. It goes around the neck, and it's this
Yeah.
kind of like scarf thingamabog. And she was showing pictures, and then she started talking about Carol. This is how Carol does her paintings, like showing the yarn, that
Right.
I,
The painter
that she,
of yarn, of wool.
yeah, or wool, yeah. And so,
Crazy.
yeah, I said, yeah, just like that. So we were kind of chuckling, but anyway, that's a display and share Japanese Naruto anime. Carol's, what she did is, I think, hopefully Stephanie won't be listening after, but Stephanie pushed about a couple years ago to watch it, and she told Carol it's important.
Right.
You must not, like, Carol's always on a device, and I'm on a device sometimes watching TV, like especially with work, evening. So she told Carol, like, you must watch this, but you have to put your iPad and phone, everything must be down. So they've been watching this anime show, which is like 18 or 20 seasons, 50 episodes a season, and it's cartoon via Netflix or whatever, for 2 or 3 years now. Just, again, all media devices off, and they watch it. So first Carol was like, I think, tolerating it because it's cartoon and whatever, and now she's like well engaged into it, knows everybody. So
And she's done the painting. And she made an anime of me.
correct, yeah. And when we saw your new Facebook profile picture, I started thinking like we got to do some more, like because you take incredible selfies. It's I don't know what it is. I do the Michael Jackson pursed lips version when I do a selfie of myself, but you do actual like photo studio quality. So you have a few more new ones that she's got to try to slip through the program and see how it looks.
So absolutely, because she did this one. Let me just. There's that one,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and then she did this one.
Yeah. It's
So what I think I need to do is put that photo next to this next to the photo that she animated from, because I know these photos what they're from.
yeah.
That's crazy. Those
Yeah.
aren't neither one of those are selfies. Those are actually photos from photographers. But I'll
Yeah.
post them right now because she's just I don't even how do you even
Yeah.
describe what she does? Painter of wool.
Like I say, I've been that's like 40 years with Carol, and I still can't describe it. And if you were in my office, at my office, I have paintings that she did pretty close to 40 years ago of of pheasants and upland game birds, like beautiful pictures of these like partridges. Well done. She was going through phases, right? She did that back then, and then did some actually somewhat modern art stuff that was pretty cool. But then delved right into the painting style she does now. So
You guys are just so cool.
I mean,
So what's
just
your weekend? What's going on?
well, we've been shoveling snow every day. It's actually it went today to 32 Fahrenheit, which is crazy, and then it's going to go back again, another -5, -10, that kind of stuff. Oops,
Rob!
I there we go. Yeah, I touched something. Okay, let's do this way.
Tatiana will be here tomorrow night.
What in the daylight?
I'm going to change my voice and start talking like this. Rob, when are we going to meet your father? That's what
Oh,
we would like to know.
am I there? Like, can you see me?
Suzanne is here, Patty Loman and Grace Mamina. Do 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 do. Instead of rah, rah, rah. There
So my
he
background?
is, Rob Morocco, everyone.
You know,
Yes, when is your father going to be a guest, Rob?
at any point, yeah, I'll pick him out for one of these weekends. He was showing me like stuff in his workshop late today. Like
Oh,
he's 86 and he's building benches, and a lot of the relatives want him to do the sit on the kind of a bench to put their shoes on. So he makes them handmade out of wood and cuts them with designs and glues them, and they're precise. And he makes little wooden things to stand on, like with handles, instead of those plastic things to grab stuff from the shelf
oh,
and things like
cool.
that.
I need like 10 of those things.
Yeah, he does that. He made pasta boards, like the way the old school Italians do it, like where you can
Make
slide it on your
gnocchi and
counter.
uh-huh.
Yep, made one for Carol, makes one for everybody. So he stays steady as steady can be. And today would have been a good one because I could have showed you. Normally, the weather's terrible, but he brought in some big pots into a sunroom that he has on the back of his house. It's like temperature controlled and everything attached to the family room, and he has these huge like thyme, all these different types of and not spice. I keep thinking spice like basil and whatever growing like beautifully in there, just so scented, right? So today we were looking at all the plants, and he just every time we have any type of he's got oregano, basil, thyme, and a few others, and he always grabs the things and smells his hand. He's done that
Uh-huh.
forever, right? So all the time. So that was pretty cool today.
Oh,
So
that's cool. What's his name?
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
Yeah.
I love
So
those photos of them. That was
oh
a
yeah,
great photo.
I showed him today. He's very nostalgic, right? So he looks and he's like, you can tell he's like, oh, so long ago and things. So yeah, it's he was a pretty cool dude when he came over here. That's for sure. When he was young, again, 17, to Canada and very kind of cool. Worked hard to get to where he is for sure. So
Yeah. And did he
yeah.
learn woodworking? Was that from his father?
You just naturally was that way. He was actually a tile setter. So in Italy, he
Oh,
was a mason tile setter. So he first came to Canada in 1955 because they were very poor. In the part of Italy they were extremely poor. He had to, him and even my mom, grade 2 was it. You did 2 years, and then he had to take care of the sheep. So as a 10 or 12-year-old in the hills of Italy, and we have Carol painted a house where he grew up, the house in the background. You'll see it when we do it from my dad's place, but he would go for 4 or 5 days with the sheep up the hills and valleys and come back because they'd have to keep bringing him to new places. His brother was a gardener, like the one who took care of the garden. Another one did this, and very poor. A water well outside, the 7 miles for sure to go to school when they're little. But so they came here, and actually all his family more or less came this way. And he started working away, and then he started a construction company and doing tiles, stucco, plaster, everything, and continued on and retired and lived half the year more or less in Mexico for the last 25 years in Mazatlan.
oh,
All
in
the
Muslim.
Italians
Okay.
go there. Yeah, just simple. They don't, if you ask them how many times did you go to a restaurant in the 25 years in a row that they went there, you would count it on one hand. He's like, I don't know, never, one or two, because they make pasta, like all the brothers, 3 or 4 brothers and sisters and cousins and everything. They're all there just like if they're in Italy, and then they come back when the snow is melting. So, but
Brilliant.
yeah, they figured out the key of life was enjoy life, right? First and foremost, right?
So they don't go down there anymore? It's just too much now to go?
Well, they were going down except up to COVID. So my dad's 86, right? And it's a little bit harder, but because of COVID and the rules, and for them to get sick in Mexico is not a cool
Not a
thing,
good
right?
idea.
For their age, especially. So they've been at home, just kind of sitting around. So we'll see what he does next year. I think things will get better, but yeah, it's still full faculties and ability to do everything. Like you name it, he's doing it, right? So
Beautiful.
nothing's slowing him down.
Wow. Yeah, I look forward to meeting him for sure.
Oh
And you
yeah.
have brothers he had brothers, but you had the sister.
Yeah, I have 2 sisters, so Bianca and Elizabeth, and Bianca comes on from time to time or watches the videos. She's pretty cool. She's about 66, is retired, but worked with the school system all her life, right? From out of school, and so yeah, she's pretty good. My sister Liz is retired as well. She's 3 years younger than me, so she's 37.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm 40, right? I wish. Yeah. So yeah, she's in her late 50s, and
Do you wish you were 40?
you know what? I mean, for different reasons, maybe. Like I'm one that always like, hey, because the work is so crazy. At 40, I probably would have done some things a little different, right? So I may have
Yeah, me
started.
too.
Yeah, things. Yeah, no kidding. I would have avoided some things that I did for sure if I had the hindsight. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's you always have those conversations like, oh, if I did this, or what happens if I didn't do that, right? But
Wow,
it's
even in Canada they do that, huh?
yep. I have a good friend that sent me something. She's in the mountains with her husband, who used to work in our company, and is very holistic and loves nature. And he left my world to become like not like a game biologist, but he works with the animals, the wild animals. There's grizzly bears and everything, right? It's pretty incredible, the Rocky Mountains and that part. But she sent me an article, and it was about changing life. Like she said, it hit her pretty hard but it was like our every day is a calendar that we fill with what we need to do and achieve. And as we go through it, you begin to, like your world just, you don't matter. Like, the smelling the roses. So it was well done. And when I read it, I thought, man, do I have things wrong, like priorities, right? So I haven't had a chance to look at it again because I was too busy at work with my calendars and all the stuff this week.
Because it's getting really busy for you. I mean, it started
Yeah.
really opening up and moving and
Yeah, for sure. We were always busy, but with the planning sessions and taking on some more divisions for the company, it's
but you're
become.
still at home.
Yeah, I do go into the office every once in a while because we have an incredibly good policy for, and we have lots of room. Like office spaces are distance. Everybody's still masked. We're being very careful there. But I still, I'm not there full time. Again, I work longer and harder at home than I would in the office because the office is about in miles. It's about 30 miles from my house one way.
Oh.
And it's on a freeway, but believe it or not, it only takes 25 minutes to get there because you take a freeway and it's easy. It's not, we don't have traffic, anything like you guys do. And so, but it was like a demarcation thing. When I left, work was behind me. I'd come home and you start life. But, I just sent, my final emails 10 minutes before the show. And I was probably up at 6:30 a.m. working away. So,
Wow.
so yeah, I have to be careful. I've lost the work-life balance, right? So,
Yeah, you need to, well, you do what you do, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it as long as I understand it's a means to an end, and I don't, my life doesn't revolve around it, which it doesn't, right? So, but I have to be careful. After reading that, I'll poke. You probably have already seen it and read it, whatever. I'll poke the article to you. But yeah, it's a short, but I took a look at it and says, oh my God, yeah, it kind of, maybe I missed the boat on life a little tiny bit, but maybe not.
I think you and Carol and, Stephanie have a pretty great life going on up there.
Yeah, we have no complaints whatsoever. So, I have good family, good friends, good people. So, and even though I called Suzanne, Chelsea, the reason why is, and I'm going to come clean, Suzanne, if
You're looking at Chelsea Handler's video, weren't you?
Well, she sent this thing, and I was like, I can't open it up on my iPad. And she goes, it has a Canadian thing. And I said, okay. So I clicked it, but I'm not really a Twitter person. I will be in the next few weeks, but I'm not, I don't have Twitter, right? Or Instagram, sorry. And so I forwarded it to Carol, and I walked over to her with her iPad. I says, can you click on this? And Carol's like, I know, it's funny. Carol's got a great humor, right? She starts going, what the, and and started laughing, and I'm watching, and I thought that's pretty funny because Chelsea Handler's that off the wall,
That's
right?
really funny.
And then I think I said to Suzanne, I said that would be pretty cold, and Suzanne goes, no, she's got the flags to help keep her warm.
Great video, right? She's a good skier.
And then I asked Carol, I said, I think it was pretty good. I said, I don't know if that was like photoshopped or if it's real, because it must have been pretty cold. And Carol looks at me and she goes, I'm not playing it again for you.
Can you tell if you look closer?
I was like, like I started thinking that's got to be cold. So, but.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she was just cruising though. Cruising like Olympic athletic Chelsea Handler. I think I love her books. I think she's really funny.
Yeah, and I think Suzanne and I were thinking, should we send it to Jenna? And then I'm like, oh no, I can't. I'm too chicken.
I mean, but I already talked about it. Had I talked about it yet? Okay.
This was before the show. Yeah. So
you saw it before the show, and then I brought it up.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, because I called her, I said, hi, Chelsea, I mean Suzanne, right? Because I saw it, so I was doing it as a joke, and I think it triggered you to talk about it. So, but yeah.
Oh, okay. And so Suzanne wants to know what the current rules are. If she were to take a ferry from Whidbey Island to Victoria.
For the rules, they're opening up in BC. You still have to mask. You still have to get your testing, I believe. Each province has a little bit different, but yeah, that would be cool. I keep forgetting now. I keep thinking she's on the East Coast, but she's right there the most near southern part of Canada, like Victoria. It's a whole different world. They don't get quite the weather, nothing like we do. Rarely get snow. It's like Victoria's, depending where in Victoria, it's just beautiful. Like Souk and other areas, right? Downtown can get a little crazy, but yep. I think you'll be able to come in. You probably still have to do your test and stuff, but I think I'm not sure in BC, but it's changing quickly. They arrested all the protesters. They're the ones that are they're still in jail, so it's over. Canada just finally said, okay, that's it. Let's sort them out. Because they had some not too good characters involved with that. It just wasn't going well. So, and now there's more serious things in the world to worry about, right? So,
Right.
yeah.
Just insanity.
No.
Horrible, beyond insanity.
Yeah, like Carol's got family there. She Alberta was the first wave of my immigrants were from Ukraine farming here, right? So we have Ukrainian villages and museums because of all the history that they did. So yeah, Alberta is definitely all the world is, I think, for the most part, pretty sad, but Alberta is definitely feeling it. So
wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm really happy that you jumped on because I was just sitting there going, okay, anybody displaced and Cher tonight? Guess not. I'll just keep. But I need to go do my laundry. Do you ever think it's time to go to bed and then you walk by your bed and you go, my sheets are in the dryer or they're in the washer and I still have to dry them? They're actually in the dryer. Grace's are on already. I have to go downstairs and get mine. And it snowed some more today here. I shoveled today. Thank you to my friend Dan. Dan shoveled. He snow blowed out the whole driveway and down the side, and I was able to shovel a spot out for Lillian because she doesn't like to go too far in these days. And then sometimes she just wants to go cray. So she's just, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna get cold in about 37 seconds. But
yeah,
she's been under a blanket a lot of the day. And then she gets kind of frisky around 12:30 at night. Does Zoe get pretty?
No, you know what? She actually she sleeps through the night, but in the evening part, like now, because I fed the squirrels a bunch of nuts and they're little like peanuts inside of a kind of a little house that they go in to get them, so the birds can't get it, and then they pack them to their homes. And every once in a blue moon, they'll drop one. So Zoe will spend hours trying to find one, and then comes to the door. We bring her in. She drops it, spits it on the ground because she knows she'll get a little treat, every time so she'll spend hours trying to find in the snow a peanut that may have dropped, right? For a gift. So, but she's got a lot of fur, so she's okay, and it's not cold. It will get cold again, but it's okay. 32 Fahrenheit is not bad for us. So
how much snow do you have
at this time? 2 feet, 2.5 feet. It melted quite a bit. Now we're going to get about another foot over the next 4 or 5 days. So yeah, it won't be gone till April. So maybe early part of April, mid-April. So, and it gets green really quickly. So fast.
So I was talking to someone about that cutting of the bathtub.
Yeah.
And another person said they think it's not a good idea.
Because it doesn't seal correctly, they think, or will leak?
Well, it's steel.
The tub it's the enamel
steel tub. Yeah.
But the person who's going to cut it, that's a pro that's doing it, right? Someone who
does that for a living? Done it before.
Oh, okay, then maybe be very careful. Because there's companies that professionally can cut it. The reason why is you think you might have a few drops on your bed now, like if that thing decided to give with a bathtub of water, you may have a lot of water suddenly, So, but because I know people do it, they can modify like for the elderly and stuff like that to make it easy, but it's still low. And for most of the elderly, you still have to get down into the tub, right? Versus
no, she's not even. It's not even to have the tub. It's just to be able to walk into as a shower.
Okay, gotcha. So it's not even to sit in it or anything. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But so yeah, he just texted me and said my steel guy thinks it's a bad idea to do the cutting of the tub, but I'm not sure why. But I'll learn later on, I guess.
Yeah, it depends what tub, how, sometimes the double wall thickness gives stability as well. Like you kind of like when you form an object and in its whole, it gives the strength. But if you cut it, it might, collapse part of the wall. I'm not sure. Like you may have a different opinion with that. But I think there's some guys that actually professionally change it. But I was thinking they were going to modify it for sitting down and special door, but to walk in, yeah, that's
Yeah, the insert tubs, and well, she had. It's a long story, Julie. She's had that walk-in tub. That walk-in tub, you guys don't get one. You know what I'm talking about? Where you go, you open the door up, and then you sit in it. You have to sit in there while it's draining. You can't get out
gas you can't get out. Yeah,
until it's drained, and you're like sitting there going, "Okay, I just took a bath, and now I'm ready to get out. Now I have to wait for the water to come on, come on, come on, come on." But the inserts, that's about $4,000. But this thing is about the, you know, just cutting it out and put that kit in it's a whole other thing.
yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah. But the inserts, yeah, it's not an insert tub. The tub is fine. We'll probably,
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll just go to Mazatlan for a while.
That's it.
I'm
Yeah.
missing Mexico today. Just seeing that photograph of my friends at the Tuesday at the Mercado, I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
We've got some friends there now, and they're in Playa, so they're just like you're watching them walking around on the beach and doing things. It's just
yeah.
while we're frozen.
Yeah, this weekend would be the San Pancho Music Festival. We would be there right now.
That's right. It was at the end of February. Wow.
I would be on stage probably right now. 10 or 11. I would have, no, I'd be done. We would be drinking, we would have a nice little tortilla and dancing inside.
That's it. Okay.
Well, maybe Jazz Fest or maybe New York. Jazz at Lincoln Center, May 24th, everybody. Woo, woo.
Yeah, good for you.
I can say it out loud now.
Yeah, good for you. So
yeah. Well, I'm going to go do my laundry. What are you going to do?
I'm going to go watch the next 2 episodes of Mrs. Maisel.
Are you enjoying it?
You know what? Everybody says 4th season is kind of weird, and we just watched the first 2 shows, and we're like, okay, well, that's not quite the funny goofiness of the first season or 2. So it's different, but not enough to know better. But so I won't spoil it for anybody else who's going to watch it. So this will be episode 3 and 4. So,
are they dropping 2 at a time?
Yep. Everybody's. Okay. I hate that because sometimes you just want to watch them in next. But like the morning show on Apple for Jennifer Aniston was 1 a week, right? So
right.
Yeah.
Just like that, so the Sex and the City was 1 a week. Was 2. The first 2 they dropped right away, and then it was 1 a week, and it's all over. Now But well, I started the second episode of Mrs. Maisel, and I was like,
yeah, it wasn't. We debated, should we do this or not, right? But
have you watched what's that Rhinestones one?
Rhinestones.
Precious Rhinestones or Rhinestone? What is it?
Was it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Because you brought it up during movie night, right?
Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah,
it's on HBO. Have you watched it?
No, because I don't think we get that. We have HBO Canada and Netflix Canada is a little bit different, but I don't think I searched it. We have Crave. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's another one for Canada. I'm going to search in Crave.
Righteous Gemstones. It's kind of one of those shows that you watch and you go,
oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna watch it. No, I'm not gonna watch it. Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah.
I was like
And then
Finding Hannah or whatever that was watching it, not watching it kind of thing. But
people just think they just can call me at midnight. Don't
I
they
was
know
gonna
that I'm
say,
talking to my friends? Call me at midnight, talking to my friends. All right,
they're,
kids. Well, it is now Saturday, February 26th,
that's it.
2023. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go. You got a letter for me?
I'm going to do, you've probably done it 1,000 times, but S for San Pancho.
Oh, that's where we would be. We would be dancing right now in the square. We would be dancing just like we didn't care. And then we'd go to a party because that's what we do on Friday night. And then Saturday, 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 Saturday night. Oh my goodness, Naruto, that's out of sight. Thank you, Carol, for letting us see a sneak peek in those giraffes. My goodness, it's like a manger on the street. Oh my, oh me. Oh my, oh me, oh me. For our webinar tonight. All right. And everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. And maybe find a movie to talk about Monday night. Ask Carol too. I really love all of you, all of you. Thank you, Rob Morocco. Oh my goodness, here. Have some poncho thoughts, maybe have a beer. And from your words, have a soda like this. Oh, it's so good. And from your heart, make it be a satisfied heart, 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 heart. A smart heart, 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 heart. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Rob.
Good
See
night,
you,
guys.
Zoe. Love hard.
Love hard.
Really hard. Bye.